Hello, my name's Morgan. This is my channel, Pisces Paperbacks. It's really loud in my house right now because my next door neighbor is blasting music. There's also some guys doing like... What was that noise? There's also some guys doing like construction, ? Next door. Not really sure about that, but I'm like inspired. I'm in the mood to make a video because I have an idea that is really dumb, but I'm really excited for, and that is 10 things I want to be in Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer, if you don't know, is just Twilight, but like from Edward's perspective. Something she's already written. She's already rewritten Twilight before, Life and Death, but you may not know this. One of my favorite things is rereading, and I'm not kidding, I'm not being like facetious. One of the things that I really love, especially in fan fiction, which this basically is fan fiction of her own book, is reading the same scenes from another character's perspective and being able to picture what both of their internal monologues were like at the same time. Like, I live for that. So I'm super excited for Midnight Sun. I mean, I've been a fan since it was posted online in 2008. And so today I have a list of 10 fun, just 10 things I want to be in Midnight Sun, and I'm also going to, with each thing, put up a meme I think is funny. Haven't quite figured out like where on the screen I'm gonna do that. I'm sure you'll see in editing. So let's begin. I'm gonna be starting with number 10 and working my way up to number 1, the thing that I want most in this entire world to be in this book. So number 10 is scenes with Edward's parents. So he was born in Chicago, and I mean, he lived for 17 years. Am I even recording? I don't even know. I am. I did hit record, so we're cool. He lived for 17 years with his parents, and he seems to like have loved his mom, or like, I don't know, he had her wedding ring to give to Bella. I don't know, I just think it would be fun to learn a little bit more about what Edward's life was like pre-Carlisle and pre-Spanish influenza. So I think that would be fun. But it's number 10. It's pretty low on my priorities. I don't actually care that much about him as a human. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 is a himbo Emmett inner monologue. I'm really invested in the idea that Emmett is just this big dumb guy with a big heart, and I really want Edward, like his mind reading abilities, to expose to the world how much of a himbo Emmett is. I just feel like it would be so fun, and I just think that like Twilight itself, it's not that funny. Like it is funny because it's like bad in so many ways. Even though I, as someone who loves it so much, like Twilight is bad in a lot of ways, and that's one of the things I love about it because it's hilarious. But I think that Emmett would be like a really good actual comedic relief, and I think especially Emmett's thoughts, because he's just seems so funny. So I think that would be really fun. I want himbo Emmett writes. Number 8, Edward's first crush. I want to know if he, had a crush on anybody when he was a human. I want to know what that first blush of hormones kind of felt like for Edward, since he was 17 when he got turned into an unchanging immortal being. I just feel like that would be really fun, because he apparently went 100 years with like nothing, and then like saw Bella twice and was like, that's the one. So I think it would be really fun to see if he had like a first crush or like something like that. I don't know. It'd be cute. It'd be cute, right? I think it'd be cute. Number 7. So we get a little bit about this in like Twilight and through the books, but like I want to know what Rosalie's like actual thoughts were when she met Bella for the first time, because like Rosalie in the books is like such a bitch. Oh my god, Marcy's playing with her pet toy, her dog toy. I don't know why I said pet toy. It's way too big for my cat to pick up. But Rosalie just like seems like such a bitch, but also her backstory is so much more interesting than like Twilight in general. Like the idea of that like in the 30s would be so much fun. So I just want to know what Rosalie's inner monologue was like. That'd be like, I'm saying like so much, but I don't care. it would be fun to find out what Rosalie like actually thought in the moment about Bella as she was meeting her, because I can just imagine her just roasting Bella, just like coming for her so hard. It would be great. Number 6 is not a joke one, it's like an actual one. Something about the Midnight Sun, or did I say number 6? Something about the Midnight Sun draft is that it ends basically right after Edward drops Bella off from their ravioli dinner date in, what was it, Olympia? Was it Portland? Something like that. So we never get the scene where he takes her to like the clearing with the flowers and they like have their moment where they lie in the sun together. And I desperately want to read that scene from his perspective, like so badly, because Bella was just like so mesmerized by how sparkly he was. It's not a very informative scene except for the whole like I'm in love situation. So like I really want to know what Edward was thinking during that scene, because I just want to know, and I've been waiting 12 years. I've been waiting 12 years to find this out. Okay, we're getting into the top 5 now. This one I really want to know. I really want to be in there because this book is 700 pages long. There has to be more than just like the events of Twilight, because that is fully 200 pages longer than actual Twilight. So like I just feel like there has to be more. So what I really want to see is Edward and Alice's first meeting. Alice is very clearly in the books Edward's like best friend, favorite sibling, favorite family member besides like Carlisle. And besides Jasper, Alice feels the same way about Edward, and I just like really want to know what their first interaction was like. What was it like for Edward to meet someone whose like powers sort of put them on the same level in terms of knowledge and foresight? So that would be so cool, especially since Alice is one of the best characters in the books, even though basically all of the side characters are not developed in any way whatsoever. You just have to like go on gut instinct that they're cool. I have cat hair all over my face. That's why I keep like touching my face. It's because I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So we love that. Hi, do you want to come sit next to me? Okay. Number 4, emo Edward. I want Edward's inner monologue to be like 95% I am the darkness, no one will ever love me, 2006 level emo kind of situation. I just desperately want it. I feel like it's in character. It's in character. You can't say it's not. And it would just be incredible. If you've read the draft, you know that it's already mostly there. But I really wanted to I want him to go hard. I want him to be as emo and goth as, what's the girl from My Immortal? Ebony, Dementia, Darkness, Way? Was that her name? I want like that level ridiculousness of emo. And I feel like Stephenie Meyer is able to deliver. I don't think she'll do it on purpose, but I do think that inadvertently she's gonna give me everything I want. Number 3, fun and stupid vampire facts. Basically, since this book is from the perspective of a vampire who has been a vampire since 1917, he kind of knows what's going on in terms of like vampire world, vampire biology. And over the past, how many years is it? 15 years since Twilight was published, we've gotten our little sprinkling of fun and stupid vampire facts that Stephenie has, thrown out into the world. One of which is that vampires don't have blood, but they have a venom-like lubricant that allows their stones-like cells to move because it's like in between all their cells. Yes, that is true. That is real fact. But I just want more. I want more, and I want it to be in, like, on the page, dumb, fun vampire facts. I mentioned in another video that my favorite vampire origin story of all time is from the Lindsay Sans Argino series, where vampires are actually the descendants of people who lived in Atlantis who injected nanobots into their blood in order to heal them from the inside out. And like, that is the kind of That's the level that I want of fun, stupid vampire facts, but like with the Twilight blue filter from the movie to give it like that edge. That's what I want so badly. Number 2, I want Bella's anti-personality to be on full display. One of the biggest criticisms, which I don't think anybody can dispute, is that Bella, I actually really like Bella. I mean, she's kind of simple personality-wise, but also you're supposed to be able to project onto her, and she does have important personality traits, such as when she makes a decision, she really sticks with it, and it's in fact the decision-making process that agonizes her so much, but she's very stubborn and loyal, etc., etc. But she really, let's be honest, has no personality, and I want that to be the shining star of this book. Edward, we know the only reason you like Bella is because you can't read her thoughts, and like, the books try so hard to convince you that there's like more, it's deeper than that. No. The only reason he was interested in her in the first place, the only reason he kept thinking about her, the only reason that he's interested in like having a relationship with her is because he can't predict her reactions to anything. He doesn't know what she's thinking, and that's it. So I want this book to, what are you doing? It's going to try and convince us from his perspective that there's just something about her that makes her special and different. There's not, and I want it to be perfectly clear that there's nothing, but it's like funny, you know what I mean? I'm just so excited. I like sound ridiculous, but that's what I want. I want it to be just satire levels, but also by accident, so yeah. And then number 1, the most important thing, oh my god, Elsa's hair is in my eyes. The most important thing that'll be in Midnight Sun. Stay with me. Horny Edward. I know, you know, he's like barely ever kissed a girl. He's full on virgin, you know, doesn't want to do the do until he gets married. Also then stops doing it with his wife because he's like, I'm going to destroy you by accident. I'm going to break your body. And she's like, I'm fine with that. But he's like, no, we got to cut it off. But you know that like after he kind of got over the initial bloodlust, he was like horny for her. Plus the fact that we got 4 entire books basically dedicated to Bella just like desperate to suck Edward's dick. And I just feel like she deserves to have Edward in the hot seat for once. So I'm expecting about 80% of the book. I don't know. I'm going to say half of the book is definitely going to be like emo inner monologue. And 40% of the book will be like just obsessing about Bella. But that last 10%, I want him to be horny. I want him to be desperately horny, and that's what we deserve because it's gonna be so fucking funny. It's gonna be so funny. I'm so excited, and I know I'm saying that I want this book to be a joke. In all honesty, I am still genuinely, unironically excited about this book. I'm going to enjoy it whether it's good, whether it's bad, most likely is what it's gonna be, whether it's mediocre in every way. This is going to be one of my most read books, probably, that I'll ever have. And I do plan on rereading it like every couple years for the rest of my life, even though it hasn't come out yet. And with that, I'm gonna bring this video to a close. It's been a little chaotic. I'm in my pajamas, like my hair's a mess. It was probably loud outside. My pets have just been making noise. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Are you excited for Midnight Sun? I'm fucking excited for Midnight Sun. I don't know if you can tell. I just about cried when the news was released. And let me know if you're planning on getting it to read. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!